Everybody thinks that in order to make a shit ton of money online, you need a bunch of employees and you need to hire this person and you need to try this business model. But the truth is I've made well over 6 figures per year for the past 2 to 3 years with probably the most boring business model on the internet. And I did it all by myself. And this boring business allowed me to have financial, time, and location freedom, all just while relying on myself and my own internal abilities at the age of 19. And in this video, I'm going to share with you what it actually is. And then most importantly, after that, I'm going to share with you the exact steps that you need so that you can actually get started. And you see, the problem with the make money online space is there's all these creators on the internet saying that you can make all this money and it's super, super easy. And you can make $500 a day working 1 to 2 hours. And this just isn't true. I mean, bro, you and I both know deep down that these people are just making these videos so they can sell more of their course or their coaching program. The truth about making money online is that it is hard and it will take time, but if you actually lock in on the information that I'm going to share with you in this video, you can hit 10K per month in the next 6 to 12 months if you actually lock in. With that being said, there's only 3 things that you actually need to start creating real wealth online. Number 1, you need the right beliefs and the right mindset. Number 2, you need the right skills and you need the right vehicle and business model. And number 3, you need a real way that you can get clients and you can get work so you can actually make money. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how to do all 3 so that you can actually make money. The first pillar you need if you actually want to succeed with making money online is you need the right mindset. And most guys, before they attempt to start making money online, they're fucked from the start because their mindset's entirely jacked up. And it means when they start actually trying to do something, they can build no momentum in it. A lot of guys think that making money online is a scam, or doing sales is sleazy, or in order to make a lot of money, you need a big team or a big office or all this stuff. And your perception around making money online taints the fact of you actually being able to do it. The truth is that success comes from the boring execution of a boring skill. It's not hype, it's not excitement, it's not needing that you need to be extra talented or extra special. Literally all you need to do is get good at one skill and then actually put in the work and you will get financially free. And when you think of it from this lens, your brain stops overcomplicating the entire process. And like the way that I kind of visualize it is building a business is almost like digging a well. Most people, what they do is they dig like 2 feet in 10 different spots. They try all these different business models and they try all these different skill sets and then they quit. The people that actually succeed and they actually get gold from digging in the well is they've picked one spot and they've went all in on building that one skill and digging in that one well, even when it feels like boring or difficult. Like I said, when I first got started, I fell victim to this too. I tried drop shipping for a little bit, then I tried affiliate marketing, and then I came to a dark realization, which I'll share with you in pillar number 2 of building the right skills. But I eventually went down the route of building skills, more specifically building the skill of sales, little spoiler, and I actually just locked in on it and I just got really, really good at that one skill. And very quickly after that, I was able to hit 10K per month. And it was literally just like 6 months after actually just locking in on building that one thing because I stopped overcomplicating the entire thing and I just focused on one thing. With that being said, that brings us into number 2, which is building the right skill sets. And the number 1 skill that separates broke people from high income earners is the skill of sales. And I'll tell you why. If you think about what money actually is, you want to make more money. What actually is money? Well, all money is it's stored value, meaning somebody pays you to do something and then now you have money. And this money can either be used to get something now or you can save it and you can store that value for later where you can go do something. And basically, if you want to make money, you need to create value in the marketplace. Now, where am I going with this? Well, if you want to create value in the marketplace so that you can make more money, the best way to do this is by picking a skill that can make somebody else who's already making money more money. So what does this actually mean? What does this actually look like? Well, if you're able to work inside of a business and generate them $50,000 per month, they're usually pretty content with giving you $5,000 or $10,000 a month from that. And so the amount of money you make is directly proportional to the amount of value you provide to the marketplace. And the most straightforward and obvious way to provide value to the marketplace is literally just by making somebody else more money. And this is effectively what you do with the skill of sales. You go into a business that's already making a little bit of money and you help them make more money. And when you help them make more money and you're getting them richer, they're usually pretty fine giving you a large chunk of that for yourself. This means that you don't have to take on any of the risk of you building your own business, but it means that you can take all of the upside. On top of that as well, when I was first getting into the make money online space, I came to a dark realization pretty early on in my journey. And it was actually the main thing that led me to where I am today. Because I tried drop shipping and I tried affiliate marketing. And then I had this realization. I started really thinking. I analyzed all these different gurus that were talking about all these different business models and all these ways to make money online. And I realized that no matter what they're telling you to go do all these different business models. They're all doing the same thing. The way in which most of these people make their money is by selling a course or a coaching program. And that's not inherently wrong, but you just need to understand what it actually is. And so I realized for me that the best business model was to actually sell a course or a coaching program. And before you click off, the way in which I actually succeeded was from that, but it's not in the traditional way that you're probably thinking. You see, what I shared with you around building skill sets and building the skill of sales and making somebody else more money and doing this, they work together and they correlate together. You see, if you're able to go into someone else's business where they're selling a course or a coaching program, they're creating content on social media, and you're able to help them sell more of that thing and make more money, you are going to make a fuck ton more money. And these businesses, by the way, are extremely liquid. So actually making somebody $50,000 a month might seem a little bit daunting at first, but it's really not that difficult because of the liquidity of these types of businesses. And so if you're able to make somebody $50,000 per month, let's just say as an appointment setter, you usually get paid about 10% of that, which is $5,000 a month. If you're able to make somebody $50,000 a month as a closer, you usually get paid 15 to 20% of that, in which you're making 7.5K to 10K per month. And so for me, after trying dropshipping and affiliate marketing, I realized that I should just focus on building the skill of sales. And most importantly, I should do it inside of an industry that will allow me to maximize my chances of succeeding. And that's exactly what I did. I started off as a DM appointment setter. So all the influencers that you see on Instagram, on TikTok, they have like something in their bio that they say like, DM me for more information. They're not the ones that are actually going back and forth and having conversations with you in the DMs. They hire somebody to do that for their business. And so I was that type of guy. I was behind the scenes of an influencer and I was managing their entire DM inbox. And I got paid every single time that I would book somebody in and that person would end up joining the coaching program. With that, I was able to hit $3,000 in my first month without even really knowing what I was doing too well. And a couple months after that, my third month into doing it, after actually building my skill and starting to really understand it, I hit $5,000 in a single month. And just in addition to that, I was also still full-time in college. And I was also still working a part-time job as a lifeguard. So I was working pretty damn hard, but this was my ticket to eventually getting financial freedom. And then instead of just staying a setter, I moved into doing closing and appointment setting for a different business. I took care of all of the appointment setting and I took care of majority of the closing. And we were able to scale that business to well over $50,000 per month. And I was getting paid 40 to 50% of that inside of that business. This was after I dropped out of college and after I quit my 9-to-5 job, but that just goes to show like what you actually can do if you focus on actually building these skills. Now, a lot of people think that in order to succeed with sales, you need to be like extremely charismatic or something like that. And that couldn't be further from the truth. You just literally need to know how to guide somebody to the truth of their situation and show them how you can help. If you're a closer, this is done by asking questions. If you're an appointment setter, this is even easier. This is done by asking questions, but you're behind a screen, so you don't even have to be like fully responsive or fully understanding of what you're doing. And so if you're a complete beginner wanting to start something like this, you start off as an appointment setter where you start building the skill in like 3 to 7 days and you prime yourself and get yourself ready to actually land a position, which will usually take another 1 to 2 weeks at the most. So in 2 to 3 weeks, you're ready to start going in and start making money. And then from there, you get placed on a position where now you're making anywhere from 3 on the low end to like 8, 9K per month on the high end. Then what you do is you do that for like 3 to 6 months. You get really, really good at the skill of appointment setting and you start to understand how to close a little bit. And then after that, you transition into doing closing, where on the low end, you're usually making 10K per month. And on the high end, you can get upwards of like 20 to 30K per month sometimes. And then the same thing as well. You focus on building your skill and getting really, really good at that thing. And then when you have all of that money and all of that experience and all those skills, then you can maybe think about building your own business, but just don't do it as a complete beginner. Now, pillar 3 is finding a way to get clients consistently. And there's 2 main ways to do this. There is a free way and there is a shortcut way, and both of them can work. The first way is by using Instagram outreach. So all these influencers that you see on social media that are selling a course or a coaching program, basically what you're going to do is you're going to put together a profile on Instagram and you're going to apply to work with these people by sending them a cold message. If you're a complete beginner trying to make money online, you should have no problem at all sending anywhere from 30 on the low end to like 75 messages per day to influencers. And yes, there's so many of these type of people. And if you stay consistent and you actually do this for like 1 to 2 weeks, you will land a client. I have some other videos on this channel that go way more in depth on how to actually succeed with outreach, but this is the first option. Now, the problem with this first option is there's a high level of inconsistencies with clients in regards to doing IG outreach. So for example, you might find somebody that's really good, but the odds of that are pretty low, actually. You might find a lot of dog shit positions as a complete beginner. And so the second option is you can partner up with somebody who provides job opportunities. And so I'll show you this here, but inside of the one-on-one coaching program, over the past week or so, we've actually provided our students with over 50 different appointment setting and closing positions. As you can see, some of these are blacked out because that's like their private information, like their emails and their social medias and how to apply and the links and stuff like that. But you can see this is actually being provided to the students inside of my one-on-one coaching program. And so if you're somebody that has a little bit of money saved up and you know deep down appointment setting and sales is going to be the thing that gets you to the point where you're making 5 to 10K per month in the beginning, but then even 10, 20, 30K per month in the future, this will speed up your journey so much because when you have an abundance of opportunities, you can pick and choose who you want to work with. You can pick positions that are extremely favorable that even offer you like a base pay, whereas outreach, you kind of have to take what you can get. And so with that being said, I run a one-on-one coaching program where I provide job opportunities to students. In fact, just today alone in the job opportunities channel, we've provided 25 appointment setting and closing job opportunities for students. Some of them are perfect for complete beginners that want to make 2 to 3 to 5K per month online. And then some of them are perfect for people who have been in this space for like a year and a half, who are wanting to make like 20 to 30K per month as a closer. And so this basically gives you a full-blown opportunity where you can kind of like progress up the ladder. But not only that, on top of that too, I actually work with students one-on-one to help you build up your skill of sales and get better. Instead of you just taking a million Zoom calls and just going through a million reps and trying to figure it out on your own, it's almost like you're a professional athlete. You work with a coach to help you get better faster. And so if we just do a quick recap of some of the wins inside of the community over the past week or so, we had Elias here starting to work with a client and starting to make money. We had Owen, who just landed his first appointment setting role where he's on track to make 4 to 7K per month in that position, starting off as a complete beginner and only working with me for less than a week. We had Joshua land a new position for a trading offer where he's on track to make 3 to 5K per month. And just yesterday, Callum actually sent in the group that he hit $14,000 in commissions for the month of July, which is crazy. And he was like reminiscing when we first talked 8 months ago. And so if you're somebody who's interested in the idea of getting access to job opportunities like this and interested in one-on-one coaching from somebody who's actually gone through the full process, you can go down in the description below and you can book a call with myself if you're interested in that. Or if you have questions prior, you can also hit me up on Instagram and just ask me anything. My DMs are open. But hopefully this gave you an understanding of how you can actually make money online. And to kind of just recap everything, number one, you need the right mindset and you need the right beliefs around how to actually make money. It's usually done by doing the boring thing if you look at anybody who's successful. Then number two is you need to pick something in which you can actually build a skill and you're in an industry that actually allows you to maximize your chances of succeeding. And then third, you need a way to get clients, whether it's going down the free route of doing Instagram outreach, which I have tons of videos on, or if it's paying a little bit of money to get access to a network of job opportunities, which you can speed up the process drastically. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys got some value and you guys take care and have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace.